This meeting is being recorded.
Chapter 2 in our textbook is a review and also an introduction to molecular representation. So we will review what was taught in general chemistry as far as how to draw molecules, and then we will expand upon this to how organic compounds are represented. Your first lab assignment using Avogadro software includes a review of this as well. So there are many ways to represent molecules. We have Lewis structures, so that's what's shown here, where we show all the bonds expanded and all the lone pairs. Then we have our partially condensed structure, so you can see that these hydrogen bonds have been condensed to CH3 groups, so that would be this and this here. And then moving along even further, we have a fully condensed structure. So this carbon here is bonded to two methyl groups, and then the other side we have a OH group, and then the third is bonded to, the other side rather, is bonded to a hydrogen. So if we expanded this, let's remove those markings. If we expanded this, that central carbon atom, we see two CH3 groups. So we'll draw those here. We see an OH group and then an H. So this condensed structure gives us a hint as to this Lewis structure. And then the last molecular formula here, this is the most condensed version of our structure, and it really doesn't give us any information as to the bonding patterns within the molecule. So we want to review here which representation is easiest to draw. Well, obviously the condensed and then the fully, then the full molecular structure here, where we have no, it's not written to represent bonding patterns. So the easiest to draw will be the molecular formula or the condensed structure. Which ones give you the most information or more information about molecules? Well, the partially condensed gives us more than the condensed, and then the full Lewis structure gives us the most information. So say we wanted to distinguish between two molecules, propanol and isopropanol. So what we see here is the Lewis structure, and we'll learn why when we talk about nomenclature. This is called isopropanol. The carbon in the middle here has the hydroxide group, the OH group. But if we put the OH group somewhere else, like say it was on the end here, we would have the same molecular formula. And we would have no way to distinguish between isopropanol or propanol. So let's remove all those there. So that's why sometimes a Lewis structure or a partially condensed structure is more useful than, say, the molecular formula, which gives us no information as far as bonding. So this is what we were talking about on the last slide. This is isopropanol because this carbon has the OH group, and then this carbon on the end has the OH group here in just propanol, which is a 3-carbon chain alcohol. Another isomer, or another molecule with the same chemical formula here, so we have C3H8O, would be ethyl methyl ether. So we have a methyl group over here, we have an ethyl group over here, and this is how we would name this ether. So the point of that was that we have 3 different isomers, all with the same molecular formula, which each of these, including the 2 alcohols, have very different properties. So we will continue with the next section in our next video.